Welcome to the Gym Success Podcast. Welcome to all of our listeners, gym owners, gym operators, managers, salespeople, gym entrepreneurs, and personal trainers. I'm Bonnie.
And I'm George, and we'll be taking you through the white paper today by jthomas. Our goal is really to provide you with actionable insights.
Yes, insights that can truly fuel your business vision. Today is all about understanding how, the right capital can help overcome those common hurdles we see in the fitness industry.
Exactly. And we're pulling this straight from jthomas's white paper, Fueling Growth, How Smart Gym Financing Can Eliminate Roadblocks and Unlock Opportunity.
And George, Jim really hammers this point home, doesn't he? That capital isn't just like a bonus. It's often the make or break factor for actual growth.
Absolutely. It's fundamental.
Yeah, and so many great ideas, powerful visions, they just stall. Maybe because people think they lack funding, or maybe it's just the fear of going after it.
That's a really common story, Bonnie. And jthomas highlights this perfectly. Growth just requires capital. It's the fuel, plain and simple. Doesn't matter if you're launching your first place, thinking about buying out a competitor, or, adding a second location. You need that financial push.
Right.
And the white paper really digs into why so many passionate fitness pros delay moving forward. Often it's either not having the cash right now or feeling totally overwhelmed by trying to get financing.
It's a familiar roadblock. So what specific challenges does jthomas call out? What keeps gym owners stuck?
Well, Jim points out 5 key financial hurdles that gym owners and fitness entrepreneurs run into again and again. And honestly, I bet nearly everyone listening will recognize some of these.
Okay, let's dive into those. The first one he mentions, the cash flow crunch. I mean, that feels almost universal, right?
Oh, definitely.
Every gym owner hits this sooner or later. Maybe memberships dip seasonally, or bam, the air conditioning dies in July. That's a big bill.
Yeah, unexpected costs.
Or payrolls due, but the EFT payments are delayed. Stuff like that happens. It doesn't mean the business is bad, but if you can't bridge that gap, it can really hurt.
It absolutely can.
Marketing stops, maybe maintenance gets pushed back, members get annoyed. You could lose renewals, referrals. It snowballs.
Exactly. It's like the business engine sputters. And that leads right into the second challenge Jim talks about.
Yeah.
Equipment needs and upgrades. Today's gym members, they expect decent stuff, treadmills that actually work, weight stacks that aren't ancient, maybe some clean, modern recovery tools.
Oh, totally. How important is good equipment for, a gym's image and keeping members happy?
It's huge. It's non-negotiable, really.
Yeah.
Old, broken equipment, it just screams, we don't care. It definitely hits retention, and it makes it harder to sign up new people.
For sure. But let's face it, good quality equipment costs serious money.
It really does. And thinking bigger, that brings us to challenge number 3, expansion costs. So maybe you want to grow. Add a second gym or double your current space. Or maybe just add new services like a recovery zone, childcare, maybe a smoothie bar.
All good ideas for growth.
Right, but every single one needs significant cash up front. Think about lease deposits, getting permits, the actual build-out, maybe new branding.
Yeah, those costs pile up fast, sometimes faster than you'd think.
Definitely. So a whole different level than just keeping the lights on, right?
Absolutely. What's the next hurdle on Jim's list?
Number 4 is about grabbing gym acquisition opportunities. And this is interesting. Buying an existing gym, especially one that's maybe struggling a bit, that can be a potential gold mine.
Right, turnarounds can be very profitable.
Huge potential for someone sharp to step in, fix things, and build value. But, and this is crucial, Jim stresses that speed is everything here.
Ah, okay.
If you see a great opportunity but you don't have the funding lined up, someone else will snap it up. These deals don't hang around waiting.
Makes sense. Got to be ready to move. And the 5th challenge.
The 5th one really speaks to a lot of people dreaming of their own place. Launching a pre-revenue startup. You've got so many fantastic, experienced trainers out there. They know the business. They have clients who love them. They're ready.
Yeah, they want to take that next step.
But they often lack that initial startup capital. And Jim points out it's usually not about their ability or their idea. It's just access to funding. That's the wall they hit.
That is tough. Seeing potential held back like that.
It really is. They've got everything else, but just need that first investment.
Okay, so we've laid out these pretty common, pretty significant roadblocks. What's the way through? What solutions does jthomas offer?
Well, this is where it gets really practical. He introduces a specific tool, an unsecured term loan.
Unsecured, meaning no collateral needed. Right. You don't have to pledge your equipment or house.
Exactly. That's a huge deal. It makes it faster and, frankly, less scary for your personal assets. This loan is designed specifically for fitness pros. Jim highlights a few key things about this program in the white paper. First, the funding range is between $50,000 and $500,000. That's enough to make some serious moves to scale up quickly.
Okay, that's a useful range.
And, as you said, no collateral required. That's massive money. Think about traditional loans putting your house on the line. This avoids that major personal risk, which holds a lot of people back.
That protection alone is a game changer for many. What else?
Also, get this, no business plan needed.
Really? No 30-page document?
Nope. None of those massive slide decks or detailed plans that can take forever to write. It really simplifies things.
Wow, okay.
Plus, there's same-day pre-qualification. You find out super quickly if you're likely to get approved. And if you are, quick deposits, the money often lands in just a few days.
Speed again, that's important.
Crucial. And maybe the best part, no use restrictions. You, the business owner, decide how to use the money. Equipment, marketing, payroll, whatever your business needs most. It's about flexibility.
That freedom is huge. So who is this loan actually for? Jim breaks that down too, right?
Yeah, he's very specific. It's perfect for, say, independent trainers finally launching their own gym, or boutique studio owners ready to open a second spot.
Makes sense.
Also, franchisees needing cash for those initial fees and the build-out, or those savvy entrepreneurs buying an underperforming gym. Existing gyms that need to refresh new equipment, rebranding, and of course it's startups needing working capital to get going. It really covers the spectrum.
It sounds like it. And Hume doesn't just talk theory, does he? He shares actual examples.
That's right. He includes what he calls real-world wins. These are concrete stories of gym owners who use this specific type of loan to grow. They make it tangible.
Let's hear some. Give us the startup power play example.
Okay, so a former fitness manager got a $125,000 loan, used it to lease the perfect space, buy the essential cardio gear, and then, this is smart, launched a pre-sale campaign.
Before opening.
Before opening. Generated over 200 leads. That's hitting the ground running, right? Moving from just an idea to generating revenue fast.
That's impressive. What about the franchise launch?
Yeah, this one involved a personal trainer who got $250,000. They used it for the franchise fees, the whole build-out, and a really focused marketing push.
And the result?
Profitable in 6 months. Which, for a new franchise, is incredibly quick. Shows what having that capital up front can do.
Definitely speeds things up. And for gyms already operating, the multi-location growth story.
Right. A yoga studio owner secured $400,000. They used it to seriously upgrade their second location and did a full rebrand. The payoff doubled their revenue within just 1 year.
Wow, double. That shows the power of strategic investment.
It really does. And one more, the acquisition turnaround. An entrepreneur bought a gym that was struggling. Took out a $300,000 loan, reinvested it, smartly new brand image, updated equipment, better staffing. The result was incredible. Membership jumped 60% in only 90 days.
60% in 3 months. That's amazing.
Isn't it? So these aren't just numbers. They're real people, real gyms, achieving their goals because they got the right funding. It shows what's possible when you remove that financial bottleneck.
Okay, these stories are powerful. It makes you wonder, what does it actually take to qualify for this kind of loan?
That's the next logical question for sure. And Jim's point is interesting. You don't necessarily need like flawless business financials or a superstar resume.
So what do you need?
The key is a solid personal financial profile. That's what they look at primarily.
Okay, personal finances. What are the specifics?
The basic requirements Jim lists are pretty clear. First, a credit score of 680 or higher. And that's across all 3 major bureaus.
680 plus, got it.
Then annual income of at least $50,000 for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You also need to be U.S.-based.
Okay. How do you prove income?
Usually with W-2s if you're employed, or your personal tax returns if you're self-employed. Pretty standard stuff.
And what if someone's close, but maybe doesn't quite hit those numbers on their own?
Ah, good point. Jim offers a crucial tip. Consider a cosigner. This could be a spouse, maybe a business partner, even a family member who does meet the credit and income requirements. That can open the door.
That's a really helpful option. And the application process itself, you mentioned it's fast.
Yeah, it's designed for speed. Jim outlines it clearly. Step 1, download your full FICO credit report. You need the detailed version.
Okay.
Step 2, gather your last 2 years of personal tax returns.
Got it.
Step 3, submit those documents to the lending rep you're working with. Step 4, you usually get same-day pre-qualification, so you know very quickly where you stand.
That quick feedback is huge.
Absolutely. And then step 5 is Approval followed by a fast deposit of the funds. It's meant to be straightforward, not like jumping through endless hoops.
And that speed ties back to what you said earlier about opportunities, right?
Exactly. Jim really emphasizes why speed matters so much in the fitness world.
Yeah.
That perfect gym location, it won't wait. That underperforming gym you could turn around, someone else might buy it tomorrow.
Right. Or if you're dealing with a franchisor.
They're ready to go. Delays can cost you momentum, even the deal itself. This loan program is built to let you act now when the opportunity is hot.
Okay, so wrapping this up,
Right.
what's the big takeaway for our listeners? Jim's final thoughts really hit home for me, thinking about all those great ideas that get stuck.
Yeah, he talks about those internal conversations people have, that fear, those old ideas about what's possible with financing.
He uses those phrases we've all heard, or maybe even said ourselves, I could open my own gym, but, or
Yeah.
we'd add more space if we could afford it.
Or I'd buy that competitor's gym if I had the money.
Right.
Those buts.
Exactly.
And the message here is, maybe it's time to stop letting those buts win. This unsecured loan program, it's fast, it seems fair, and it's built for people like you in the fitness industry.
It's designed to get past the friction.
Precisely. To help you actually act on your vision. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What opportunities might you be missing right now just because you haven't looked into the right kind of financial fuel?
That's a powerful question to leave people with. And it's worth noting, too, Jim Thomas doesn't just do financing, right? His consulting covers more.
That's right. He also offers broader strategy help, things like building better systems, fixing operations, nailing pre-sales, turning struggling gyms around. It's a more holistic view of gym success.
So if you're feeling stuck or just ready to take that next big step,
If you're ready to stop waiting and actually start building something great, Jim Thomas and his team want to talk.
you can reach Jim Thomas directly. His number is 214-629-7223.
That's 214-629-7223. Or you can email him at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
One more time, that email is jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
Thank you for joining us today. We really hope this look into smart gym financing has given you some concrete, actionable ideas for your own business.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep fueling your vision.